Hi, how are you? I decided to go live because I got a comment earlier and I thought, wow, what a good video this would make. So here I am, wanting to talk to you about whether or not triggers heal. So I posted a video inviting about forgiveness, inviting you all to join me on the 26th of July 2023. I'm going to be re-recording my detox program, and for those of you who already have it, you have lifetime access. You will be automatically registered to participate. But if you don't have it, you can purchase your ticket down below. I'm going to put it in the chat box so that you have it, and you can join me. So, what the whole point of it is um, about forgiving and really letting go of your husband's affair so you can move on. And if you find yourself stuck, so someone commented and said, triggers are forever. And I thought, oh my goodness, this is something that needs to be discussed. So, how many of you out there believe that you're just supposed to live with your triggers? Because honestly, that just blew my mind. Um, you're not supposed to live with your triggers. So, I'm going to go through what triggers are so that we can talk about it. I am going to I'm going to release a program called SIFT. I think that's what I'm going to name it. But it is all about triggers and healing triggers. So that's going to be coming up. If you want to be added to the wait list, comment below and I will add you. But that's going to be a couple months down the road because right now I'm redoing detox and I'm enrolling for my Affair Breakthrough Accelerator program. So, I want to talk about what triggers are. So, if you see me looking down, it's because I'm reading my notes. So, triggers are trapped emotions in the body, they are emotions that you have not dealt with. And so, when you repress an emotion, the emotion comes but you brush yourself off, you don't deal with it, it becomes trapped in your body. And so what happens is that when a situation happens that touches that button, right? My mentor says, clear all your buttons, have no buttons to push, right? But if you have that button, then whatever triggers that button is going to trigger you. So what does that mean? Let's say your mom called you ugly one day, and so you have an I'm ugly button, and you're watching something on a show about someone and someone gets called ugly, and then that makes you angry, like, why is she called ugly, she's pretty, blah 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 blah, and that sends you on a tangent. And then you're like, wait a minute, I got triggered by that. Why did that cause such an emotional reaction in me? It's because you never dealt with that I am ugly thing that you have trapped in your body. And so someone else presses the button and then it causes an emotional reaction in you. But it does not have to be that way, right? So triggers literally dissolve when you know how to process them. And there's this process that I've put together called SIFT, SIFT. It's a 4-step process where once you know how to do it, the trigger comes up, you do SIFT, and in the end, you're dissolving it, right? And triggers are like an onion where they come off in layers, right? So maybe next time someone says, or you watch something about you being ugly, or you feel like you look ugly when you look in the mirror, it's going to be a little less, right? And then you do sift again, and then you take another layer off, right? So this is something where you're taking layers off, you're sifting through your triggers, and then eventually there's nothing there. So I think that part of the reason people don't heal is because it can feel like a lot to get through the onion, right? Every time the emotion comes up, we're impatient. We're like, oh, is this ever going to be done? And then you think, I just have to live this way. I just have to live with this trigger. Has that happened to you? Because I have certainly been there where I thought, when am I going to be done with this? But I've learned to be patient with myself and to be there for myself, because that's really what it takes to heal from infidelity or from every. So you don't have to live with your triggers is number one. And what I really want to do, now that we've talked about that, is invite you to join me in Detox. So, Detox is the first program, the first course that I've ever created. And I want to redo it because I've grown and I've learned since I released it a few years ago. I think it's 2018. And so it is a 3-day intensive where we will, through a guided process that I will take you through, we will release anything that's tethering you to your husband's affair. So sometimes we feel like we can't move on, right? We are still feeling pain. We're still feeling betrayed. We're still feeling resentful or angry. We don't know why. We feel like, I've stayed, I'm here. Why do I still feel these feelings? And so what we're going to do is we're going to go through a process, a 3-day process, where we will go through forgiving your husband again, go through forgiving his affair partner, and go through forgiving yourself, right? Because there's a lot of things that um, we're angry with ourselves about regarding the situation, and whatever that is for you, we're going to go through and we're going to release it so that you're no longer angry, you're no longer resentful, you're no longer sabotaging yourself, right? Because when you still haven't forgiven, what you do is that you're pushing him away and you start sabotaging what you're trying to rebuild, because there's a part of you that's still not ready to do that. So with detox, right, I call it detox because it's an emotional detox. You're getting rid of all those toxic emotions and thoughts, because forgiveness is about not the other person, but forgiveness is about you being free, you detoxing, you not letting that negative emotion live in your body, right? um so so this forgiving process is gonna free you in terms of triggers and other triggers and hurt and shame and guilt and pain and all these ridiculous emotions that we feel after experiencing infidelity. So if you're still second guessing your decision to stay, then this is for you, because it means that you truly haven't forgiven. There is no blank slate there, right? Forgiveness is about a blank slate starting over. And if you're not there, then we need to go through this forgiveness process. So imagine if you could just be relaxed, if you could just be free, if you can find your marriage getting better and better, if you can find your self-esteem getting better and better, and your confidence, if your mind is quieter and quieter, if you can go a day or two without thinking of the infidelity, of the affair, and if you do think about it, it's just no emotions come up. It's just a fact. It's just something that happened and it means nothing. um if that sounds good to you, because it sure does to me, I sure rather be on this side of all of it than where I was before, where I felt stuck, where I was resenting him, where I was angry, where I thought that I missed out on something in life. And so it really takes a reset, and it takes releasing those emotions, letting go of the burden, and choosing to let it go, because we hold on to it because we feel like it gives us leverage over him, right? To get some power. Um, so this is about learning that your healing journey is not about having power over him, but power over yourself, power over your emotions, control over your life. And these are things that I teach in my Affair Breakthrough program. So you're interested in that, send me a message and I'll send you the link to that. But for now, make sure you join me in Detox. The link is going to be in the comment box. The link is also in the description below, because you need to be there, and you have lifetime access, also access to any updates. So the previous version is already there. You could get started right away, and then join me on Wednesday for the new version, and it's going to be um recorded there, and you can always access it, do it every time you need to get through another layer. um I'm here to serve you. I love you. And I can't wait to see you on Wednesday. Bye.